cardiovascular updates covering breakthroughs in the past 2 weeks. Brought to you by Lucid Quest. Neurescue secured a CE mark under MDR for treating non-shockable cardiac arrest after roughly 6 months of review. The catheter temporarily inflates an aortic balloon during CPR to redirect blood flow to the heart and brain. It's the first approved device for non-shockable rhythms and is distinct from defibrillation, which treats shockable rhythms. The indication targets the majority of arrest presentations, though the specific endpoint was not specified here, and it may influence prescriber choice and payer reviews as full data emerge. Medtronic launched Elevate-HFpEF, a global, randomized, double-blind pivotal trial enrolling up to 700 patients with heart failure with preserved ejection fraction. The study compares conduction system pacing with personalized higher rate programming versus backup pacing over 1 year. It tests whether elevated, tailored pacing rates can improve symptoms and outcomes. Endpoints were not specified here. Positive results could reshape pacemaker use in HFpEF populations without current pacing indications. PCORI is funding an approximately $26 million, 6.5-year multi-center randomized trial led by Cedars-Sinai to compare TAVI and SAVR specifically in patients aged 50 and older with bicuspid aortic stenosis. Bicuspid anatomy is common yet underrepresented in prior trials, and this head-to-head RCT aims to close that gap. Results could guide practice and payer decisions, with interpretation dependent on study design rigor and control of confounding. In New Zealand, the first in-human procedure with the Sutra Hemi-valve for mitral regurgitation was performed in an 83-year-old high-risk patient via transfemoral transseptal access. Mitral regurgitation was reduced from severe to trace mild, and the patient was discharged on day 3. While this single case signals feasibility in anatomies unsuitable for surgery or TEER, broader safety and efficacy will require larger cohorts. In Australia, researchers reported that a deep learning model trained on more than 49,000 routine mammograms using image features plus age achieved cardiovascular risk discrimination comparable to conventional calculators. Highlighted by Heart from the British Cardiovascular Society, detailed metrics were not provided here. If validated, this approach could enable opportunistic CVD risk assessment from existing imaging. In the US, the Symphony-PE IDE pivotal trial enrolled 109 intermediate-risk pulmonary embolism patients across 17 sites and reported at PER 2025 with publication in Circulation Cardiovascular Interventions. The study met primary endpoints, improved RV to LV ratio and pulmonary artery pressures, and reported no device-related serious adverse events and no 30-day mortality. These findings support efficacy, efficiency, and safety of catheter-based PE thrombectomy. The Celebrate Phase 3 trial of zalunfiban, also known as DZAG-Pro-T, reported positive top-line efficacy and safety in 2,467 STEMI patients treated pre-hospital across the US, Canada, Mexico, and Europe. Patients received a single subcutaneous dose versus placebo. Full endpoint details are slated for an AHA late breaker. Confirmation could introduce a rapid, practical pre-hospital antiplatelet option. Ultramix reported multi-center modeling of echo-go amyloidosis across more than 4,800 cases in the US and UK, shared as an ASE 2025 abstract on an FDA-cleared platform background. The AI improved referral accuracy for suspected cardiac amyloidosis compared with wall thickness criteria, with scalability supported by multi-center validation. Specific performance metrics were not detailed here. This could enable earlier detection and more appropriate specialist referrals. Stay ahead in cardiovascular research. Like, share, and subscribe for our updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqvet.com.